All right, all right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawah Shai, Call Haloyim La Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawah Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shabab. I'm one back at you with another lesson. And this is volume 2 of Music and Movies, a Deeper Look. All right, which I was going to do this video a little later because I just finished doing another video on music and movies, but I figured since I had it up and everything's set up right now and I got the, everything running pretty smooth, I'll do the other one. All right, so let's start off with the scripture. All right, and then we'll get into it from there. All right, this is Matthew 26:41. And it says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay. And now the video that I'm going to use is a song. All right. This person that raps, it's a girl actually, but I don't think she's anybody famous or anything like that. But she actually had a pretty good song, which actually, actually hit me because, I could relate, and basically she's going into drugs in the song. All right, but what I want out of it, which I should have put it actually on the title, is what is your addiction? Okay, because what she's about to speak about in the song is about her drug addiction. Okay, but we're not going to look at what she's talking about, the drugs. Listen to the message that she's saying about this addiction. Okay, so that's what I found in the song that was just pretty, the things that she was saying, you can apply it to the everyday society and the addictions that we have in this world today and apply it to your everyday life, because everything that is an addiction in this society is all made to make you fall. You see, it's all made to destroy you, to keep you distracted, to take your mind off what's the true reality of things. All right, to take your mind off of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so when you look at the video, yeah, she's speaking of drugs, but she's speaking on an addiction. So again, look at the video as when she speaks of this addiction, how you can use the things that she say and apply to the addictions of today. All right, because she's basically telling you how her addiction made her fall, how it made her feel good, and it got her by through all these things, but at the end of the day, it was always a downfall to it, you see. And she basically tells you that the drugs were, Satan in the pill form, which is the truth. Well, it's the same thing with the society today, the distractions and all these things that we're addicted to, all right, which it's all of the flesh. Okay, all these things that we're addicted to, they're pretty much doing the same to us, you see. They're causing us to stumble. They're causing us to fall. They're causing us to get so deep into things that you lose track of what's happening right now in the world, which is what? This place is coming to an end, man. There's no time to be addicted to bullshit and stupidity. No time to be addicted to the flesh. So that's why we bring out Matthew 26:41. We have to watch and pray constantly that we enter not into temptation, okay? Because she went through all this because, hey, it was of the Lord for it to happen. You see, but if she will be spiritually in tune with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you can avoid these things along with the addictions and the appetites of the world. Okay, so let me just grab the video real quick. I'm gonna play a couple parts of it. All right, because she doesn't have it all in one shot. All right, but let's see if we get the point. Salaki, hold on, let me share it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, drugs. I used to love the way you felt. Made me ignore the pain and then forget about my health.
So that's the same thing with all these things here in society. We love the way these things feel. We love the way they have us feeling at that moment with all the pleasures and things like that. Okay.
Make me angry out my mind and totally not myself. Fuck you for what you put me through. Addiction feel like hell. I fucking hate you. And I hate the things you did to me. I hate the way I let you slither in and get to me.
You see, and that's the thing. Are the when these sins come upon us and these addictions, that's what they do. They slither their way in. All right. This is how Satan gets at you, especially when you're in this truth, man. This is why we have to stay prayed up even more in this truth, because our old sins and our old demons are around you waiting, man, for you to slip. All right. So they'll always try to find little ways to slither back into your life, and you gotta be careful, because if you get comfortable, those things will bite you in your ass. Okay. And it's crazy because you could tell that she bringing this out because her feelings in the song, you know what I'm saying? She's like crying as she's basically bringing it out. All right.
Let's glorify this shit, man. That really sick of me. Broke me down, not only mentally, but physically. Had drugs, you felt good for a minute and all. But in the end, did more damage than I can recall.
See, same thing with all the things of this society. You fall into these things and then you realize later, damn, I could have did better things with myself. I was sitting stuck here. I was stuck here doing the same bullshit over and over and over again. That second childhood that I always be talking about. Our people are caught up in that second childhood and they never want to grow. Okay, so when they look back at the things, they realize, damn, I actually did more damage to myself following the ways of this world.
I see you for what you are. Satan in a pill form, devil in that powder bag. God save me, but I'm still torn. Yeah. Devil in that powder bag. God save me, but I'm still torn. Look. Yeah, the highs feel good, but them lows hit harder. Should've said no, I wish I would've been smarter. I know if I never let you get to me, I'd be farther. The place you had my mind at couldn't have been darker.
See, and that's the thing. You can't let the things of the society get to you. Because the moment you walk out of the door, man, that shit is all around you. Everything that is vain is right there in front of you, But when you stay prayed up, when you stay, walking in that righteous path, the Lord puts them angels around you to protect you, man. Okay. And these things they don't come around you. They don't consume you. Okay.
Praying on a broke soul, such a cowardly move. Knowing we do anything to ease the abuse.
And that's what Satan, all right, even Esau does today. He preys on those cowardly souls. All right. That's why, your adversary, the devil, all right, is always seeking whom he may devour, because he's always looking for who is the weakest link. All right. And the Lord is not gonna use someone that's weak. The Lord looking for those that are strong, those that are ready to endure, man, through good and bad. You see?
Know if we get addicted, all the things that we'll lose. Peer drug.
Let me get the other part of it. Real quick. There's another part right here. Slakia. Right here. Oh, Slakia. Right here. Oh man, what's up, dude? Of course not. It's supposed to play right there. All right, let me do this. I'm not saying Slakia. Hold on, hold on. I got the wrong one up. Man, now I can't stop it. There you go. I don't know why it's not going. I have set it up for it to play the pieces of the song, but it's not playing it. Because I wanted every verse that she was bringing out some heavy shit. All right, but it's all right. So from there, basically, what I wanted to, like I said earlier in the video, you have to decide in society what's your addiction. All right, your addiction should be of YAHAWAH'S, okay, not the addiction of the world, not the addiction of all these things that seem like they have pleasure, but they don't. All right, your mentality should be that you should be in the spirit of suffering. All right, just grab that real quick. Let's grab 1 Peter 4:1. All right. And it says, for as much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. So, the same way the Lord suffered in that flesh and he had to refrain from his appetites is the same thing that we have to do in this society, man. We have to refrain from our appetites, regardless of how much you miss it or how good it felt, whatever. It's vain. It's harmful. All right. It's all made to destroy you. Okay. Another scripture that I had about suffering was another one I wanted. Give me a second. Damn, I forgot what scripture it was, but I know I definitely want this. So let me. Oops. I want it. Ecclesiasticus 1:1. All right, because just like I was saying, that you want to be addicted to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay. Oh, that's the other scripture. The word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is Hebrews 11. I believe it's 27, 26. Yeah. We have to arm ourselves the same mentality as Moses. All right. The 24th verse says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Okay. And, the cares of this life, the things of this life is all pleasures of sin for a season. All right. Even just like the girls rapping about drugs, that's one of the biggest things that take hold of our people. That's one of the biggest strongholds on our people today, is them being caught up with drugs, not understanding that that's all pharmakia, man. That's all witchcraft. That's why you're so bugged out on those drugs, because there's nothing but demons on you, man. Okay. But when you're protected with the name of the Lord, man, those things, they flee from you. You see, they'll come and mess with you. But if you stay prayed up, all right, the Lord is going to keep you away from the temptation. The moment you're not prayed up, man, now you make yourself vulnerable to Satan to come mess with you, man. All right, and try to bring demons back upon you. All right, so you should be in that spirit of wanting to suffer, okay, rather than to be in that pleasures of sin for a season. You want to be in the house of mourning, all right, rather than to be in the house of mirth. All right, like it's let's grab that real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 7. All right. This thing sucks when it says okay, came out anyway. This is Ecclesiastes 7:1. It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. Okay. Yeah, the day of death is better than the day of one's birth. That's why it's wicked to be celebrating your birthday. All right. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Yeah, that's the end of all men, all that house of feasting. What happened with what were the people in the time of Noah? All right, what were they in? The house of feasting, the house of mirth. Okay, so they were what? They were taken away. That was the end of all men in that era. Same thing today. That's about to be the end of all you damn. I want to sit there and party all fucking day long. All right, and don't want to learn nothing or an ounce of knowledge in life. All right, it's going to be the end for you. Okay, sorrow is better than laughter. Yeah, you're supposed to be in the spirit of crying, man. Crying unto the Lord to have mercy upon you. Okay, better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Okay, and you know, going back into what she was talking about, drugs, a lot of our people, man, are caught up in the house of mirth just with drugs alone. Okay, walking zombies out there. All right, so let me go back to Ecclesiastes. All right, in the first chapter. All right, the prologue is what I want to read, because this prologue is, when you read this prologue, it's fire. All right, it tells you how you're supposed to be moving as a man. All right, or a woman in this truth, that you everything should be all to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord said, when thou come serve the Lord, you want to serve him with all thy heart. Okay, with all thy mind and thy soul. All right, so it says, this Yahushua, a prologue made by uncertain author. This Yahushua was the son of Sirach, the grandchild to Yahushua of the same name with him. This man, therefore, lived in the latter times, after the people had been led away captive and called home again, and almost after all the prophets. Now his grandfather Yahushua, as he himself witnessed, was a man of great diligence and wisdom among the Hebrews, who did not only gather the grave and short sentences of wise men that had been before him, but himself also uttered some of his own, full of much understanding and wisdom. When as therefore the first Yahushua died, leaving this book almost perfect, Sirach, his son, receiving it after him, left it to his own son Yahushua, who having gotten it into his hands, compiled it all orderly into one volume and called it wisdom. Okay, entitling it both by his own name, his father's name, and his grandfather's, alluring the hearer by the very name of wisdom, to have a greater love to the study of this book. Okay, it contained therefore wise sayings, dark sentences, and parables, and certain particular ancient godly stories of men that pleased Yahweh, also his prayer and song. Moreover, what benefits Yahweh had vouchsafed his people, and what plagues he had heaped upon their enemies. This Yahushua did imitate Solomon, and was no less famous for wisdom and learning, both being indeed a wise man of great learning, and so reputed also the prologue of the wisdom of Yahushua, the son of Sirach. Whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by others that have followed their steps. Okay, so you got to follow those steps, following that example. For the which things Israel ought to be commended for learning and wisdom. Okay, and whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves. All right, yeah, this is how you know that this is something that we have to apply on our daily basis, our daily lives. All right, because this is something that you have to become skillful at. The more you do it, the more you become skillful with these words, with this wisdom of the Lord. Okay, you'll have the rivers of living water flowing out of your mouth. Okay, when you constantly are you know, in the scriptures, like it tells you in the 39th chapter, the first verse of Ecclesiasticus. All right, Those that meditate on the Lord, all right, are going to find the great sentences, finds out all the wisdom of the ancient. Okay, roughly paraphrasing it. Excuse me. So it says, whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves. Yeah, because we have to apply what we're reading, what we're teaching. So we become skillful more and more. Experience, the experience is the greatest things, because through experience you're able to guide the people because you've been through it. Okay, you can't guide somebody if you ain't never been through the experience. Okay, it says skillful themselves, but also that they desire to learn. You see, your addiction should be the desire to learn. All right, let's grab that real quick. Oh, Salakia, and I was supposed to share that. I'm reading it, but I know y'all hear me, but hopefully y'all did hear me. I believe y'all did hear me. Can I get damn, I need to get a thumbs up if y'all were hearing me the whole time. Anyway, going back, damn, I just lost my train. Let me read that again. But also, let me go back here. Yeah, it says, whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful, but also they that desire to learn. All right, that's the scripture I wanted. Matthew the 5th chapter. Second. Matthew the 5th chapter. Salaki, I'm doing this standing up too in the garage. Let me see, where's it at? Yep, this is Matthew 5 and 6, and it says, blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. You see? So you want to constantly be in the thirst and wanting to learn, have the desire to learn more and more of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is what your addiction should be. Okay? Be able to profit. Let's read it again. Whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn, be able to profit them which are without. You see, we're able to give the good tidings, the news, and put the pieces together for those, all right, that don't have those the all the attributes. All right. It says, be able to profit them which are without, both by speaking and writing. My grandfather Yahushai, when he had much given himself to the reading of the law and the prophets and other books of our fathers, and had gotten therein good judgment, was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom, to the intent that those which are desirous to learn and are addicted. You see, this is what your addiction should be. Us being in this truth, all right, you want to be addicted, constantly trying to find something out of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. See, those are the ones that are granted, all right, the knowledge and wisdom, all right, to go out there and be prophets, okay, and be able to expound on these grave sentences, these parables that people can't understand, all right, because we're addicted to everything. All right, as a matter of fact, since we're right here in Ecclesiasticus, let's grab the 39th verse. Okay, and it says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High Yahweh, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. Okay. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he has tried the good and the evil among men. Okay. So going back to Ecclesiasticus the first. Okay. Where would we at? Just getting it ready. Okay. My grandfather, Yahawashi, when he had much given himself to the reading of the law and the prophets and other books of our fathers, and had gotten there in good judgment, was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom, to the intent that those which are desirous to learn and are addicted to these things might profit much more in living according to the law. You see, we're gonna profit, all right, much more than anybody can have on this side, man, for laboring doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, wherefore let me entreat you that you read it with favor and attention. All right, yeah, with favor and attention. You're supposed to read the Bible wanting to read it. That's your favorite thing to do during the day. All right, and attention, constantly reading and understanding what you're reading. Like the scriptures say, with all thy reading, get understanding. Okay, precept upon precept, line upon line. Through thy precepts, you get the understanding. So by you getting the understanding, all right, you're gonna have that full attention, all right, which the Lord told us that in First Corinthians, the 7th chapter. All right. It says, and this I speak for your own profit, 7:35, 1 Corinthians, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction. Okay, so when you're giving the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai your full attention, all right, you're not being distracted, because what the scriptures say, oh man, I hate when they do that. Make it so hard. I'm giving the words that go in there. Yeah, there you go. Matthew 6:22. And it says, you know what? It says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, okay, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Okay, so when you go into this word single, all right, that word single goes into being focused, basically. Single eye. 1 second. No, it ain't one of these. No. Salaki. There's another one somewhere around here. It says it's single. Clear. Let me try this one instead. Let me see in Luke what it says for single. Bear with me. See, it usually gives you another word to click on, but it's not. But basically, what it's trying to tell you is that if your eye be single, meaning your mind, if you stay focused, all right, on what you're doing, all right, your whole body's going to be filled with light, meaning that your whole body is going to be filled with the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So that's why you have to attend to the Lord without distraction. You got to put your full attention into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So going back, it says, wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. Which we had labored to interpret, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. All right. It says in their own, their own language. For in the 8th and 13th year coming into Egypt, when Evergedes was king, and continuing there some time, I found the book of no small learning. Therefore, I thought it most necessary for me to bestow some diligence and travel to interpret it. You see? And who's going to be the only ones that are going to be able to interpret it? Those of the elect, the prophets, the men that the Lord have chosen, all right, to feed you with knowledge and wisdom. It says, using great watchfulness and skill in that space. Yeah, that's why the Lord said that you have to do everything decently and in order. Okay, you have to be careful on how you expound on the scriptures. All right, everything has to be on point. Okay, it says and skill in that space to bring the book to an end, which that's heavy right there, because that's what the prophets is doing today. We're bringing the book to an end. Okay, from generation to generation, passed on to generation, and always coming back to remembrance. This is it. This is the time that we're gonna bring the whole book into an end. All right, and bring that new world that Yahweh Shah has promised us, man. By bringing this book into an end, by bringing all these prophecies to come to pass, all right, and speaking on it. As we speak on it every day, more and more, we bring this whole entire society to an end. And set it forth for them also, which in a strange country are willing to learn. That strange country was what? It was going to be over here in America, okay? And are willing to learn. Those, going back to what we read before, you want to be in the desire of wanting to learn, thirsting and hungering for righteousness. Okay, willing to learn, being prepared before in manners to line after the law. Okay, all wisdom cometh from the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and is with him forever. All right. So the point is, what's your addiction, man? Is your addiction Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai or the things of the world? And like I said earlier in the video, I used the girl, you know, even though she was speaking about drugs, all right, which I didn't get to play the whole song. I don't know what went wrong with the song there. They didn't let me play the rest of the her verses. All right, but she was saying some other stuff in the verses that was very heavy, you know, that again, you apply it to the addictions of this world. All right, but no addiction of this world is worth being addicted to. Okay, because none of it's going to bring you salvation. None of it's going to get you on that chariot, man. Only the addiction of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and you wanted to learn more of him, is what's going to get you on that chariot, Lord willing, if he had mercy on you. You see, but that's pretty much the point on that. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, brothers and sisters. Let me see if it plays one more time a piece of it, because I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Yeah, that's the same thing that was playing before. Um, Maybe it was that piece and I didn't play it. Let me play it one more time. Yeah, no, I played that verse too. Basically, I didn't play that last verse, I think it was. But there's no point. You see the pain in her. You know what I'm saying? For being addicted to the shit that she need to be addicted to. Well, that's the same pain that our people gonna have when they realize the shit that they were putting their minds to, all right, was irrelevant. They it had nothing to do with you being saved. All right, all because you wanted to move in your own vain opinion and lean to your own understanding and wanted to do everything your way. All right. The Lord doesn't want to hear about you doing it your way. The Lord wants to hear about you doing it his way. It's either his way or the highway. It's that simple. All right. We can't continually keep, we're not going to sit here and sugarcoat. All right. Like the scriptures say, sweet talk you. All right. And preach to you smooth things and deceitful things. No, we're going to tell you straight how it is, man. You don't get right with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You stay addicted to this world. The Lord going to leave your ass right here, man. All right. And that goes to me first and foremost. Okay. To anybody that's in this truth, man. All right. So be addicted to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, not the things of the world. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who well. Blessings and salutations to the whole full elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting the good fight of faith and doing as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. Shalom, Shalom.